Sorry. Hi everyone. Um, what am I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm recording. I guess a podcast. Just myself though. I'm always, if anyone knows about the stuff I've done in the past, it's always been with people. Never really by myself. I think the reason being is because I just didn't know how to go about doing that on my own. I mean, like, I know what to do, just talk, but it just felt a little weird. I have recorded videos, just like talking to myself. I know it sounds weird, but it's like that thing, sometimes you just need to let something out. There's not always going to be people around to talk to, and it's nice to just be able to talk about something. But about this, I wanted to start something new, hopefully. I mean, I say that for all of them, but I mean, this time at least I'm only tied down by myself rather than um, doing something with another person. So if I don't send something out, it's because I don't send something out. But I woke up like at 4 p.m. Um, it's 5:53 right now, and I was like, yo, I kind of feel like recording something. Like I was thinking about it earlier, and now I kind of feel like it. Um, so I mean, I guess I could just talk about myself. If this is a first for a lot of people listening in, um, I guess it'd be a good thing to get to know the person they're listening to. That might be good. Um, let's see. I do have work at like 8, so I'll probably have to leave at like 7:30. So I don't know how long this will be. But hello. Uh, what about myself? What do I talk about? Let's see. Big things. I work at Canes. It's pretty fire. Currently doing my best to work up the ranks, get promoted, and make big money. Um, Currently being trained to become a manager, which is pretty cool. Which means I should get like in a few months, if all goes well and I do well, then the manager position is, close by, which is pretty cool. I also work at another job, Ahipoki. They're all in the same area. I just didn't want to have to go far. Um, but yeah, Ahipoki, I like that job too. It's a lot less fast-paced than Kane's. It's definitely like a whole different type. Well, I mean, they're both food, but it's just one's super busy, one is not. Um, Ahipoki is kind of just like a job on the side because I need things to do when I like on my free time. Well, I don't want free time. I just want to work. um, so yeah, another thing about this podcasting by myself, I just feel like it isn't super like organized. I mean, sure I can make it organized, but whenever I'm like just talking on my own or just having a thought, like I get really sidetracked like really fast because I just have so much to talk about and I'm not super organized with how I want to give out that information. So I'll just start talking about something else like I am right now and then just get off topic. Just stick to one thing. Maybe just answer questions. But even answering questions is super like it just gets I just talk way too much. Um I want to talk about me more though. I guess that's what this is about. Let's see. What's stuff about myself? Hmm. I like cats. I have a cat named Leche. He's fat. He's cute. That's about it. Um, yeah, I should go into this with the topic. I guess this is the topic. Um, yeah, work is super important to me. I know I'm not doing school right now because I actually can't do that. Like if I'm gonna do school, I have to have a goal, and I do not have any goals for um school right now. As in, like, I have no idea what I want to be. So going into the school would just kind of be dumb for me because, um, oh yeah, but I have ADHD as well. I don't know if that's important to mention, but that definitely plays a big role in a lot of parts of my life. So I guess it is important. Um, yeah, I mean, with ADHD, it's kind of like I mean, this is the same with a lot of people, but I don't know how much different it is being diagnosed rather than being undiagnosed. But I I can't stay on one thing for a long time, and I also can't stay on it if I'm not interested in it. So it's like if I'm trying to do schoolwork and focus on that, I won't be able to just because it's it's not something I want to do, right? And I have no idea what I want to be, so it's just kind of like I'm wasting my time. I'm getting way too stressed out about something I have no idea where it's going. And I can't do that. I don't feel I have the time to work on that in that way. So I guess that's why I have two jobs. Yeah, so I mean I have two jobs just because I have so much time on my hands, like without school, that I can't sit still. Like I need to keep doing things or else I'm just gonna get stressed out, get a bunch of anxiety again, and then just it just all goes downhill, and then I'm not feeling well, and I'm sitting in bed depressed, and nobody wants that. It's a waste of time. I could be doing productive things like working at Cane's or iBookie, making money, all that fun stuff. And I mean, i the work is good motivation because, like for one, like I said, I have to enjoy what I do, and I definitely enjoy working there. I mean, the main part of the enjoyment I get out of it is the social part of it. I mean, working at Cane's, before I applied there, I was like, bro, I'm gonna suck at this job. It's gonna be so bad. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I was thinking to myself, like, how do I even think about getting a job? Like I don't even want to work, like it's not worth it. Just because I've had so many like bad experiences with jobs, like bad environment, just not for me. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to work a job? How am I supposed to make money in life? This just seems really weird. And then, I applied and went in, and I'm like, my first day, I went to a Mira Mesa location, not where I live. I guess I realized me saying that, kind of like, if you don't know me, you're not going to know where I live. But, anyways, Mira Mesa is not where I live. Um, and, you know, I had to drive like 30 minutes to get there. But the first day, by the way, I can't drive. I got a ride from my mom. Anyways, though, the first day, it, it was interesting because, you know, everybody was so kind. They all started like introducing themselves, like things that I never experienced from like my job before that, which was McDonald's, and that you cannot compare the two. Like legit McDonald's is I did not like working there. It's such an easy job to acquire, what I learned. Like I applied in a week. Or I applied and then like a week later I got it and then I went in. Um, but it's not worth it. Like I mean, sure, I guess, for the experience, good first job, maybe. Okay, not a good first job, but it's definitely a first job. But I would not recommend staying there. I guess it depends, but the one I went to was super sad and depressing, and nobody wanted to be there. It was just, ugh. Um, but yeah, anyways, at Cane's, everybody was super, super nice. They all were super friendly, and like that is what I want all the time. Like the reason why I can't stay at home or like not work is because like I need to be social with people. I need friends to talk to. I need people to, I want to I don't want to get sidetracked. Yeah, I just need to be social. If I'm not social, I'm just depressed and it sucks. And, you know, I keep wanting to get sidetracked and talk about something else, but then okay, let me finish my thought. Um, but yeah, no. What am I talking about? Sorry, I'm breathing into the mic. Yeah. So working there, like the first couple days was just like I had so much fun. Like I wasn't doing too much. It was really fast paced though. They did like where they were teaching me how to make toast and stuff, and that's pretty like not bad. But I was nervous, and they were just like pushing me through the entire thing, getting me through it. It was really fun. I was talking to everybody and I was like, yo, this is great. I love it. And I remember coming home and I'm like, mother, guess what? This is fire. I love this job. So much more different than anything else I've had. And I'm like, this is my favorite thing ever. Yeah, so I worked there for like 3 weeks. just because the location of where I do live, um, that's the one I applied for initially, but it wasn't open yet. So like, hey, you want us to pre-train you? And I'm like, I would love to. So they did. Mir Mesa, 3 weeks, and I pretty much learned almost everything there is to know about like the front and the back, every position in those 3 weeks, and it was super fast. And I surprised myself because I'm like, yo, I went into this with like not a lot of confidence. I didn't think I would really go that far. I was like, I'm probably gonna suck at the job. I'm gonna fail. It's gonna suck. I know what's with the low confidence. I don't know. I just didn't have high hopes. Something about it. I just didn't think I would do well. And in those 3 weeks, I learned so much about myself. And I'm like, yo, I can do it. Like I am capable of working these jobs, um, working in a fast-paced environment, learning quickly. Like this is gonna sound dumb, and some people make fun of me, but like the thing when you put it on a resume, like oh, fast learner, can multitask. I all that stuff I'd put down on my resume, like most of it, I put it down just because I know people like it rather than me believing that I can do that. Which is not good, I know, but I mean, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm talking too much, not breathing. But like, yeah, I mean, I put it down, not believing in myself, and after working at this new job, I realized that I am capable of doing that, which is great. It's a great feeling as well because I'm just like, damn, finally I can you know, back up my words. I can actually say with experience why I believe this is true. Um, and again, let me mention one more thing. I know it probably like seems weird, like, oh, uh, you're getting all excited about fast learning at a fast food place, like, oh, like it's that hard. I mean, hey, for me, it's just it was it's not like it is super complicated. I mean, once you get to learning everything, it's not that bad. Um, but it definitely is a lot more than working at McDonald's. I mean, Cane's, it's always busy. You got to kind of like think on your feet, get things out quickly, but not just quickly. Got to get it out, like give out quality, right? Don't just like get everything done just to get it done. You have to do things right, which is what I learned. And luckily, the menu is super easy. I'm about to advertise really quick. There's only like 5 items on there, and those 5 items you can customize. Substitute any item in there and change it out. I'm just saying it's super easy. I didn't have to like do too much, but still, I still surprised myself that I was able to catch on, you know, and do well in the job. Not even just like learning it, but like actually doing well. And but yeah, I mean, it's just a fun experience. Yeah, but yeah, 3 weeks passed, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're pushing back the opening date for the new site," and I'm like, "Damn, that sucks." And they're like, "You want to keep working there?" I'm like, "Oh, we're working though," and I'm like, "Yeah, of course." So what's it called? I worked one more week at a different location because I just wanted to see what it was like to work at a different location, and I was actually bummed out when I left the Mira Mesa because I was like, "Yo, I liked working with these people. They were really nice." Sure, I don't remember like 90% of their names just because I'm really bad with names, but I recognize the faces and I remember them and they were really cool. Um, but I was a little bummed out just because I was gonna miss them. They were chill in the 3 weeks that I met them. See that I think that that shows you just how much I care about my like social interactions at work and just how much fun I had because I genuinely felt bummed out a little bit because I was like, damn, I'm gonna leave these people that I was getting closer with in that 3 weeks of just working. Um, but then I did obviously, and so I went to a different location. This one was not as far away as Mira Mesa, but it was 20 minutes rather than 30. Not that big a difference, but um, this one was fun as well. I mean, they're all fun. This one though, I went there first day. I got the best introduction. I remember I walked in, and the manager's like, "Are you Hector?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, that's me." He's like, "All right, come with me." And I'm walking with him, right? I'm wearing my Canes attire. I'm already ready for work, and he's like, "Hey everyone, this is Hector. Say hi." Everybody stops what they're doing in a very busy environment. They're like waving, saying hi. Then I'm like waving back awkwardly because I'm like, oh God, what what is this? Why they stop everything just to say hi to me? And it was like really fun experience. You know, I was just like, damn, this is super welcoming. Not used to this at all. I would walk into McDonald's when I was over there, and all they would do is just be like, "Are you Hector?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they bring me over to my station, be like, "All right, this is how you do this. Now do that." And I'm like, "All right." And that was it. So it's like a really big difference, which I very much enjoyed. Um, really fun. But yeah, I mean, Canes, that was my week, and I did a 1 week of just pure like closing shifts. And those closing shifts, by the way, they they work from like what time? Like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So I just did pure closing shifts for a week. Uh, my poor mom had to come pick me up every single day because I can't drive, and she doesn't want me to use an Uber. Fair enough. Um, and so, but that was just for a week. Luckily, when I moved over to the new location, I had rides set out for myself already. She didn't have to come pick me up, luckily, because that would suck for her. And I just, it was good. It's whatever. But yeah, so should I keep talking about canes? I don't know if I should. I mean, okay, I guess it is what I'm doing right now. I probably should. I will then. But yeah, I was that week at the other location, and then they finally opened up Escondido, which is where I am now, which is great. And what's it called? Yeah, so working here is honestly the best. Like it's so fun. I have never wanted to like actually go to a job and like work as much as I do. You know, like I remember when I was back in high school, I would be working at Ahipoki, the one I have now, surprisingly, I know. Let me just mention, I did end up getting fired at that Ahipoki, but without getting too much into it, and everyone's gonna be like, Cap, this is all right, whatever, sure, say what you want, excuses, but I did get fired by a boss who I did not like. Let me tell you right now, I did not like this boss. She was not my favorite. And I think that the reason I got fired was dumb because I was a good worker. But okay. Anyways, though, no excuses. Uh, yeah. So the job I had then, like, I would just hate having to go in every day. Like, I enjoyed the job I did. Trust me. Like, she would ask me constantly, "Do you enjoy this job?" And I would say yes. But apparently to her, that wasn't enough. Anyways, I don't want to start ranting about it. Yeah. So I worked the job I Iboki back then, and like I'd go in and I'd just be constantly looking at the clock, ready to go. I'd do what I needed to do, and then I'd be gone. And you know, not really a way to work. You shouldn't just be staring at the clock. It makes things go slower, if anything. Um, and compared to now I just focus on my job, have fun with the people around me. Socializing while also working well. Um, Wanting to better myself constantly and do my best at the job, which is, something everyone should strive for when they're working with something they're passionate about. And I'm definitely passionate about working there at Canes because just like for one, they offer okay, sounds like I'm advertising, but I'm trying to explain why I like enjoy it so much. Um, from what they've explained to me, they offer like great opportunities to like get promotions and like go higher up. I started off as a crew member, like a and then in like 3 weeks I became cross trained. Um, 2 weeks later I became a CT, which is a certified trainer. Um, few weeks later became what's after certified trainer? Uh, well, a few weeks later I started working towards bird specialist. I know it sounds weird, but it's just someone who drops the chicken into the fryers and is pretty much someone who controls the kitchen, who's like knows what to do, can explain it to anyone who doesn't, and just leads. And I became that after few weeks of working there. And right now, I'm on my like, been working here for like a month and a half. I think I might be far off. Hopefully not. Maybe 2 months. And now I'm working as a hypo, which is the person who is, as long as you've been doing what you've been doing, like working as well as you do and trying to get better, then that's like a pretty much like a position that sets you up for manager. Now, positions are one thing, right? But like, what do they come with? What's the pay? um, from what I've been told, from what I've asked, I know you're not supposed to talk about how much you get paid, but I do ask questions, and they don't have to answer. But I'm like, yo, how much does an SM pay, which is what I'm going towards right now, and in the position to be trained for it. Um, but apparently, they the others paid by a salary of somewhere around 60K a year, and for a 19-year-old, probably gonna be 20 when I get the position if I work hard enough. But for someone as young as I am, that's great. Like that's not bad. Like I haven't gone to I went to college for a little bit, but then I stopped. But for me, that's pretty good, especially for a job that I enjoy. For someone who doesn't know what they want to be in life, this is definitely the move. And the way that my boss explained it to me, she's like kind of like really high up in Canes. It took her like 1 year to be like, no, not 1 year, sorry. Um, for each promotion, it took 1 year. So like 1 year she was SM, the next year she was an OM, and then the next year above that is she's an area leader, and that's in the order of which you're promoted. Um, but yeah, so OM above SM gets like somewhere around 80K a year, and an area leader gets guaranteed 100K a year, which is amazing. I mean, now you could probably see a little bit better why I'm in working so hard. I mean, I work full time, 38 hours or more a week, always late shift, and late shifts are always like 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. or 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Sorry, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. or 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And sometimes you don't even close that fast. Like sometimes if we have a bad close, we gotta leave at like if I work a 9 p.m. job to 4 a.m. Sometimes we get out at 5 a.m. or 5:30. It just depends on how good we close. Because we're in charge of like closing everything, making sure everything is super clean for the next crew, and making sure everything is ready. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of responsibility to the job. It's not like it's super easy, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm over here, enjoying it, having fun, and it's not difficult at all. Like I work hard. Like I definitely put in, you know, effort. I mean, I'm working hard. I don't have a lot of time to do things outside the job, but like I said, the reason why I work so much is because I don't have that much stuff to do outside of it, you know? Like I want to be social with people and I don't think I can find that by not working. Sure, I can like ask people to hang out, but it's kind of hard because we're all busy. And sometimes just I don't know. My group is really small. I don't got a big group of people I usually talk to, and I don't talk to them often. Like it'll be sometimes, but there are some people that I talk to like every day, but it's more people that um, I don't really like. They don't live around here. If that makes sense. Like I have people I talk to, like one or two, but they live far away, so there's no way of hanging out. But yeah, Canes. Love the job. It's great. Great opportunities. I'll definitely do my best to make more of these videos. I like talking. Maybe I'll come in with a topic I think that makes more sense. This one's more just about myself and what's going on. Um, hopefully the quality's good. I don't know if it's gonna suck later when I edit or if I need to edit. I don't think I said anything weird. Sorry, breathe into the mic. Okay. Let's see what else. But yeah, so I'm just working right now. I know I talked about Canes a lot. I guess I do work at Ahipoki as well, but I don't work there as much. I think I'm only scheduled 1 day this week, and that's fine with me. I mean, for what I'm gonna do, Um, I guess in the time that I don't work at Canes and I'm not working at iPoke, I guess I have until I wake up, until I go to work. So let's see, what's today? I work 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So that means that we close at 2 a.m. So we're gonna have like, if we have a good close, we'll get out at like 3:30. I'll get home around 4, maybe yeah, around 4. I'll get home around 4 if we do really well, which I'll do my best, and probably stay up for another hour or two. I know, what are you doing? Go to sleep, but it's hard. I don't know. I'm not the best sleeper, but I'll probably go to sleep at like 5 or 6, right? And then if I don't have work at Haipoki, which is usually either in the morning or right before my cane shift, then I have the entire day until, let me see, until 8 p.m. again tomorrow. Um, so let's see. That's an amount of hours that you can count yourself, but I usually just sleep, right after, let's say it's 6 a.m., I sleep. Today I woke up at 4 p.m. Um, and I guess I chose my time to record this video. So, and at this time, it's kind of like a weird time, it's like a little bit late. Well, it's not too late, but it is the afternoon already. People are probably just chilling at home. It's kind of hard to plan stuff, especially if people are, they already made plans around the times that are now. Um, so it's kind of hard to be like, hey, let's go do stuff, especially if those people also have work at that time. So it's kind of like, I think you can get an idea of why it's hard to socialize with other people and, make plans, especially with this schedule, because I'm sleeping all day, working all night. Sometimes I even work day and night, and then I don't have that much time to sleep, and I don't have that much time to socialize. I think my most social times are either right when I wake up or like on my breaks at work. And I get 3 breaks at Canes and 1 break at Ahipoki. So it's not bad. And I mean, I do stay in contact with a lot of friends. It's just the one thing that I care about most is as long as my friends understand that I can get busy sometimes. So please don't think just because we don't talk, it means that I don't care about you or we're not friends anymore. Like, it kind of sucks when you lose friends, and I have lost friends. But like the ones that stay by and understand that we have busy lives and still want to be friends after all the busyness, dude, they're the best. um, I should talk about that. Yeah. More on my social life. Like I said, my friends, like I have a fair amount of friends, but as for like close friends that I consider close, it's a small circle. I think one, two, three, four. I'll say four. Um, for my circle. I think it's a lot less, but four is not a bad number. Um, let's see. We don't hang out too often just because I work a lot and it's hard to come up with days. I Some of this information I hope it's accurate because I know they might listen to this. So I'm gonna do my best to explain things. It's hard to. But I think it's fair. Let's see. Hmm. I try to message them um, and talk about like how things are going. Like, hey, what's up? Like it's been a while. What am I saying? I don't know. Uh, I will share this one experience that I had. A few months, I mean, I don't know how long ago. Uh, I went on a trip to Hawaii. I know, right? Hawaii is pretty fun. And before that trip, I told a lot of my friends, hey, I am taking a time for myself right now. I am not going to talk to anybody. Not going to respond. Please don't message me. I know it sounds like harsh, but I just like in a respectful way, I said it differently, but like don't message me unless there's something like serious happening or something's wrong. I'll be there, don't worry, but just if it's small things, I'm not there. Like I need time for myself. I need a time to think, time to figure stuff out. A lot of stuff was going on, and so I took this Hawaii, Hawaii, what the Hawaii trip, and this family trip, and I used it to kind of like relax, live for myself, take care of myself, and stop worrying about other people. And on that trip, I realized something, which was I need to stop settling for less. Like, just because, stop taking excuses from people, start, you know, setting standards, right? It sounds weird. Um, like, I am not going to be friends with somebody who is not going to put in the effort, right? And if I lose you because of it, well, then I lose you. Like, that's just how it is. We are adults now, and I'm not going to settle for less. Um, Not going to take any excuses either. It's kind of like be straight up. I care. It doesn't take a lot for me to start caring about you. So if you want to be friends, like you better work for it, because I will too. Like, sure, I get busy, maybe not be able to talk for a while, but I I value my friendships. Like they're the people who keep me alive. It sounds weird, but it's like I said, I need to be social in life, or else it's gonna suck for me, and it's hard. Um, like I've done the alone stuff, and I still am doing it. It gets hard, especially when you don't have anyone to talk to, or if you feel like I probably do have people to talk to, but sometimes I feel like I'm not able to. It's weird. I don't know. Make things complicated for myself, but it's just different vibes, different people. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I during that trip I learned, hey, I'm not gonna take like I'm not gonna settle for less. I'm not just gonna be friends just because I'm lonely. I'm gonna have friends that care about me and I care about them, and that's how it's gonna be. And if I guess I end up with no friends because of it, well, that sucks. I guess that's what happened, and you know, I would be hurt, but it would be way better than having somebody who is just acting like, you know, who's just dealing with you rather than, enjoying their time as a friend. And so yeah, I learned a lot and I kind of set that standard. And when I came back, I told my friends, I'm like, hey, this is how it is. This is what I want. I hope you're in the same boat. And I'm like, yo, care about you guys. So care about me too. Unless you don't want to, then whatever. But yeah, so that was that. And yeah, so after that, friend circle, three or four, I don't know. I say three or four because maybe I'm missing something, but I'm pretty sure it's three. I think it's three. I don't know what I consider to be close friends. Maybe four. I'm gonna say four. Mm, because I'm labeling these and people might listen and be like, "Am I that close friend?" Listen, you'll know if you're a close friend. I'm saying three or four. I always have room. I don't know. Anyways, I, something. Friends are great, but yeah. So friends are a big part of what's been also getting me through stuff. Like I have sometimes uh, I call them, my points of weakness. And it sounds weird, but it's just like whenever I am not my strongest and whenever I am not holding into my emotions. I don't like to hold in emotions. I like to let them out, but then again, I guess it's been a while since I've let anything out, really. Like, when was the last time I cried? I don't know. Some time ago. Uh, yeah, I don't like to waste my time. And it sounds weird you saying waste my time, but I think I was telling my friend this yesterday or 2 days ago. I I know I throw around the word like depressed and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm just saying it because it's like I'm back in high school and I'm just sad and I'm like, oh, I'm depressed, like it's genuine depression. Like I'm not just making this stuff up. Um, it's just like not difficult for me to become that way, which it sucks, but it's just how I am. I've lived my life that way, and that's just how it is. Like just constantly living with that stuff kind of it gets annoying. But yeah, so I mean, I know the feeling of getting into a depression, and a lot of the times I'll feel it coming back, and I'll be like, oh no, this is not good. I don't have time for this. I need to work. Um, and when I get into those feelings, I told my friend this. I'm like, yo, I realized something. Um, because they told me, listen, bro, I don't know how much I can help, but I want to do my best. There's only so much I can do. And I'm like, hey, no worries, legit. It's not like I'm not expecting the person I tell like my problems to like to fix everything immediately or anything like, or even fix it at all. I just talk to people because it's easier to let things out and then I feel better. Um, and I know talking is just like one part of it. It's not gonna fix everything. And the thing I told them was like, I know it won't fix anything, but definitely helps to talk. And let me just say, from what I learned, I will end up being depressed multiple times in my life. A lot of times. I will end up having anxiety. I'll end up being sad. All that fun stuff. The one thing you gotta keep in mind though is that you know it's all something I can decide. You know, like I can keep being depressed and be sad and lay in bed and cry and be completely useless, or I can do my best. I can distract myself with work. I can talk to friends about it, and then just keep working hard and making something of myself. Because I've spent too much time feeling sorry for myself. That sounds weird. I have though, and I have spent too much time trying to get other people's attention so that I don't have to deal with it alone. Too much time trying to get people to be like, "Hey yo, I see you're going through stuff. Let me help you out." When in reality, they don't care, or they can't do anything, or I can't just keep relying on other people. And it took a little while for me to kind of just understand that that's how it is. Because it's like a hard thing to go with, Like, you don't want to have to do it alone. You don't have to deal with those problems because they're annoying. Um, but the thing I realized was that, and again, this is a lot of issues that I think people have are just very like obvious things that we just don't want to have to accept. Like, I'm not the center of the universe. God damn it. I thought I was. Um, it's like I know. Wow, how obvious was that? But still, it takes a lot to kind of. Obviously, it's not like I had like the biggest ego and I was just like, yeah, I'm the ruler of all. But I mean, like, I just thought more people would care. Um, and a lot of people do. It's just, you know, hard to see sometimes. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I relied way too much on trying to get other people to help me and trying to get people's attention, just being dependent on others, which sucks, especially when nothing pans out. And so all that time spent trying to get people's attention, you know, I just realized like I can't keep doing that, you know? They're my issues, not anybody else's. I feel this way because I feel this way and I need to deal with that. I can't keep being like, "Hey guys, like I'll make something apparent." When I post something online, which I did a lot in the past, those like really weird posts, cringy posts. Someone will be like, "Hey guys, don't talk to me tomorrow. I'm not myself. Like only real ones know." All that dumb stuff. Okay, I never did anything exactly like that. Maybe I did something close to it, but all that whenever I posted something or did a story post or anything like that, it was obviously quite obvious. It wasn't just for myself or anything like that. It was to get people's attention because I wanted attention. Like I was bummed out. I was sad. I wanted people to be like, I feel sorry for you. I wanted people to be, there. Uh, I just kept wanting things, right? And that was dumb. Um, and I don't do it a lot right now at all, almost, or really. I know I posted one thing on my story saying I was depressed because I really was, and it was like a clear moment where I just wanted it, you know, some attention. Not in a way of like, oh, you just want attention and you're just, something bad. It's just like I genuinely just wanted people to care about me, you know. I wanted to know who was there. Um, and it was just me using the story as like a kind of like a diary entry type thing. Like again, there's other reasons for wanting to post stuff like that. And I guess I just wanted it to be like I just want to let people know how I'm doing, you know? And I guess it also just sounds weird if I'm posting like a diary entry out of nowhere and the first thing it says is that I'm depressed. So I guess letting people know that instead of the good things is kind of bad. Um, I think I'm getting sidetracked. What was I talking about before? Yeah, so um, I'm not the center of the universe. Crazy thing, right? And big thing was learning that, or I guess understanding and actually putting some thought into it a lot more is that, people got their own problems and, you know, everybody's going through stuff. Oof, I don't want to cuss. Everybody's going through stuff, Like I might talk a lot about having like a lot of depression and anxiety and ADHD and problems like that, but I could turn to my left, see one of my coworkers, and they're dealing with so much as well. And you don't see them complaining to me even about having all those issues and then not being able to work. I mean, some of them do, but never mind. Um, but like you just kind of like have to think about how they're taking it too. They have their own stuff. You um, and so thinking about that, I don't like to like compare problems and stuff like that. It's just understanding that you're not alone in having to deal with life because life sucks. But I still enjoy it. Not going through that stuff, but I mean like life. Um, as much as I don't enjoy dealing with everything that I have to deal with, at the end of the day, I just know if I want to be happy, I have to work for it. Biggest thing. If I want to be happy, I really just have to work for it. Can't just sit in my bed depressed or not work because I'm sad. Like when I'm at work and I start feeling something, like I don't know, I go through something outside of work that uh, makes working slow and I start slowing down, I kind of just like take a quick second, like a 5 minute second, maybe like a 2 minute second because I have to work. And I just tell myself, hey, forget about that. Work hard right now, make fat stacks later. And then all that depression you were worried about it won't matter. You know what you'll have to show for it? Hey, why does Fandango want to know my location? Anyways, you know what you'll have to show for it? Money. All right, and I know money doesn't solve everything, but it definitely helps. But you'll have something to show for it, is what I'm saying. You know, like imagine what would have happened if you decided to slow down and just let the depression and anxiety and whatever problems you had slow you down. Your bosses might be like, "Yo, this guy's getting slow. Maybe he doesn't deserve to be manager," or maybe we should give him less hours because he's not doing well anymore. It really could go that way. Um, but yeah, but look what happened when you decided to just ignore that negative feeling and work hard. It turned out way better. And so, that's just what I've been doing for the past couple months. Just working hard, making money, doing my best because I guess I haven't talked about why I want to do this. Okay, yeah. So I enjoy my work, you know that now. So why is it? What's another reason? What's one of the big reasons why I want to work hard, make money? It's gonna sound cheesy, but I don't care. It is cheesy. My biggest goals in life just surround wanting to make people happy. And what better way than in food service and giving them food? What else makes people happy? But also, you know, just if I can do something in life and it's making people happy, that's the best. That's just my favorite thing, and that's all I care about. Because people make me happy, so why not return the favor? Honestly, like if I can do that in any way possible, that'll make me happy. Like if there was a job that I don't know seemed really weird, some think of a weird job, and in the process you're able to make people happy, that'd be good enough for me, you know? Of course, I have to be rational. I can't just be, living the high life and living the fairy tale. Like I have to be able to sustain myself and make money. So, working really hard in a fast-paced job while also making people happy, great social interactions, it's the job, it's the dream job. Obviously, Cane's not my dream, but it's definitely, a great place to start. I also want to have a business. I know I have one um, that I started with a friend. It's called Sulit, Sulit. Meaning of that word is something that is worth it, and it's an embroidery sweater. Sorry, um, a sweater or a clothing company with embroidery designs. And I haven't been able to work on it a lot just because I've been working and it's hard to get into it. But I have the machine to make it. I have the some clothing to practice. I have the designs. I just haven't had a lot of time to fully get into it because businesses are you have to invest a lot of time and effort into it. And I know my limits now, and I know what I'm capable of, and I just need to I need to be smart about this because if I start doing a business, I might get distracted. It might get hard to do things, especially because the friend I was doing it with is working hard on their dreams right now, or not dreams, well, whatever they consider it to be, but they're working hard on their stuff right now, school, so they don't have a lot of time either. So we're both kind of busy, which is fine. Um, I still have a good amount of time to work on it later on. But yeah, so that's my dream. That's my dream in life to just do that for people, because they do that for me. And that's why I love being social because, getting someone uh, or I guess being really friendly with somebody and, making them laugh, it's just such a good feeling. Um, because, it makes me laugh and it doesn't take too much to make me laugh. I'm a pretty happy person despite the fact that I just talked about being super depressed all the time. Um, Despite all those negative feelings, I am still a pretty happy person. Like I'm very optimistic, I don't like looking at things glass half empty type thing. And you can ask any of my friends if you know them. It's a fact. I am just an optimistic person. Sometimes I'll be way too optimistic for my own good and not rational enough. But I've been working on that. Don't worry, I'm not crazy and doing whatever. Um, I still think about what I need, what is, worth, what is gonna help me out later. But yeah, that's I guess another very very big reason of why I'm able to work so much because I just enjoy my job. It comes with a lot of benefits besides the money benefits. um, but yeah, and then my bosses, I love all of them. They're all so cool. Um, so many of them want me to succeed and they want me to keep going further. You know, unlike going to a school and having a teacher not care for your education and just being like, here's the work, do it. This is like a person who genuinely makes me feel that they want you to succeed and they want you to do your best. Um, because for one, it definitely makes their job easier because you know you're working with them, and if we have somebody who's really slow at work, then it's going to make closing a lot slower. So it's definitely in their benefit as well. But still, they make me feel, you know, um, like they want me to succeed. Uh, One of the reasons I felt this is a quick story. One of my bosses, I came into work on accident with with regular shoes instead of the work shoes, like non-slip shoes. And I felt really bad. I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Like I just put on shoes and I went to work. Um, and like he was super nice about it. He was like, oh, okay. He seemed like he's like, come on, bro. Like you gotta wear your shoes. And I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. He's like, all right. I'm gonna go on a 10 really quick. I'm gonna go buy you shoes at Target. And I'm like, yo, you don't gotta do that. I mean, thank you though. Obviously, I'm not gonna deny it because if I deny it, I'm not gonna be able to work. But I pretty much just said, dude, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And he went to Target, took his break. To be fair, in the end, he came back. He didn't have shoes because he couldn't find any. And I'm like, hey, no worries. And he's like, listen, just don't die, or else that's on me. And I'm like, fair enough. Don't worry though, because honestly, okay, maybe I shouldn't be sharing all this stuff. I feel like it's bad for business. But the shoes that I usually wear, my non-slip shoes, they do nothing for me. It's always super slippery. I always have to like be careful. Like everywhere it's just like oh no good. Like when I wore my regular shoes, it just felt the same exact way. I don't know. But I didn't fall, I didn't die, so nothing happened. But that was super nice of him to just do that. Um Like really, really cool bosses. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention Ahipoki. I got rehired because there's a new manager. And don't worry, that new manager does know that I got fired at my last one. But I made sure to make him understand that I'm a good worker. And how did I do that? Worked hard. So yeah, I mean, definitely showed my worth. And it's not like he would hire somebody who he knew was, a bad worker and got fired. Um, I didn't immediately like try to apply to that job when I realized there was a new manager. Like I was there for a little while. I'd come by because my friends worked there, and I'd talk to my friends. I was introduced to him. They'd be like, "Oh, this is Hector." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And I talked to him about working at Canes, how much I do, and he'd get to know me, I'd get to know him, and like just became friends. I'm friends with everybody who works there. Um, whether we went to high school or I just met them and they're chill. Um, but initially, I just had Canes as a job, and the reason I got another one, well, I've already explained this multiple times. But I realized I had too much time on my hands of just doing nothing, and I just felt not good. And so I was like, "Hey, are you looking to hire?" And they're definitely not looking to hire because the job is really like small, right? It doesn't take a lot of people to work there. Like, you could have just like one or two people working there, and it would be fine. And you know, I was able to negotiate a job, which was pretty much I work based on when I'm needed. Like if somebody calls off, I work. Stuff like that. Like if I'm needed, I will work, rather than just being like, set schedule. So that's why today I only work 1 week. It's when I'm needed. And that's fine with me. Um, I get home from work, stay up late, and sleep until the afternoon, and then I just go to work. I'll probably just record another one of these, and then boom, I'm chilling. Make an hour-long video, and then I'm good. Um, I hope this turns out good. I'm gonna be so sad when I end the recording and it's just all corrupted. That would suck. But hopefully it's good, and no, not too much background noise. It's just, I don't want to release something that's bad quality. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, then I got my job at Ahipoki, and boom, two jobs. And for the first like 3 weeks of Ahipoki, I did work pretty much full time. So I was working full time there and full time here at Canes, and that was like how many hours? It was a lot of hours for sure, for sure. Definitely hit 80. Um, more than 80. It was 100 and something. Um, I worked a lot of hours, but I don't mind. I enjoyed it. It was fine. Like the people at Hey Poke are also super nice. I don't get the same exact like work vibe as I do as Canes. Like I want to work harder at Canes and promote myself all the way. At Ahipoki, not so much. I don't really mind. I just working because that's it. It's just a side job. I'm just working for it. But Canes, I definitely want to do my best always. Um, not that I work at Ahipoki and I'm just like whatever. Do whatever I want. But it's kind of like I do what I need to at Ahipoki, and at Canes I do more than I have to because I want to. If that makes sense. But yeah, um, I don't know what type of podcast I want to do. I think I'm really just gonna talk about my life, and maybe I'll answer questions. I think I have pretty good wisdom to give. Maybe some advice, stuff like that. I don't think I'm completely like dumb. Um, I mean, I like talking. If that hasn't been made clear, I mean, I talked for like almost an hour, and sometimes it goes off in a ramble, but it's better than just staying silent. Well, I don't know about that one actually. And I don't know. Hope you enjoyed listening, whoever you guys are. I had fun making it. I mean, I laughed at myself. um, whether nervous laughter or genuine laugh, but I definitely laughed. And I'm just talking to myself here, which is fine by me. And I enjoyed it. It was nice. I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about right now because I do have to get ready for work. What time is it? Okay, I don't really have to get ready for work. It's only 6:47. I could keep talking, but I also probably need to edit this video. I also don't know what I'm gonna call it either. A lot to think about. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I'll end it right here. Um, Thanks for watching. Wherever I post this, I don't know where. Maybe I'll post it on YouTube, Spotify. Um, if you can leave a comment, definitely leave one. If you can't, well, oh well, I don't care. Uh, yeah, I don't think there's much else I need to talk about. It was fun. I like this. Let's see how long it goes for. Um, any questions? Let me know. Thoughts, comments about it. You enjoy it? Let me know, please. I'd love to hear about it. Definitely. Didn't like it? I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe it's something big. Maybe it's something I said. Definitely tell me. But all right. I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.